Hey guys, how you going? Welcome to Hold the Ball HTB. I hope you guys have had a fantastic Tuesday and I hope you guys are all good. Thanks again for tuning in. Let's get straight into it. So as we know, it is Team List Tuesday and it's been done and dusted. All the teams have their teams out, their team lists out. And for us Warriors fans, you know, it's always a anticipated sort of a day regarding how we have the teams, and obviously especially when we lose we want to see changes, adjustments, and we sort of just go from there. So this is my thoughts about the team. So long story short, from 1 to 21 we have RTS fullback, we have Ed Kossi at wing, at the center pairings we have Pompey and Berry, Mamalo on the other wing. The halves we have Nikorima, CHT. The props we have Tauno Brown and Evans. The hooker is Egan. Second rows is the much needed return of Ben Masila and Curran. And then we have Tohu Harris at lock. And then for the reserves, we have Tevanga, Armal, Afoa, and Reece Walsh. And then for the extended bench, we have Serenin, Murchie, Katoa, and Aitken, a very much anticipated name. My general thoughts on the team from that lineup is I feel a bit deflated. I feel a bit deflated in the aspect of Nathan Brown sort of saying that he believes he's made a bit of an error in his judgment on Sunday. And then he goes and he puts Walsh in the reserve, in the bench again. I don't really get where he's trying to come from, and I don't know if he meant what he meant. Again, granted, I know that things can happen and, you know, Walsh could very well end up playing in the halves. But I just feel that with this team, I just don't think he will do that. It just, you know, I mean, was Nathan Brown happy to just, you know, tinker in mid-game? Like during the game, was he happy just to throw Nikorima at hooker? Like, what's the go there if there's no set concrete squad and he's happy to just throw things around? Well, that doesn't help us, does it? Because I'm sure we're not training to have Nikorima at hooker unless we are. But then if that's the case, why not just put him there? I feel someone like Reece Walsh should be put in the game straight away in the halves. I get it, and I hear a lot of you people on social media who are saying, hey, well, he's only 18, he's young, CHT is the main. I get it, sure. However, when you see Walsh and the way that he plays and the way he just, again, permeates sort of his energy, and the rest of the boys feel it, you just think, well, why can't he just be playing the halves? You know, I don't know. I don't know. I mean, it's an unchanged lineup. Obviously, ultimately, what you want is the win. But is this the way to go about it? And is this the squad to really do the damage? Look, what I think personally, you and Aitken, I reckon, last minute will slot in for either Berry or Pompey. Most likely be Pompey. Maybe Pompey moves up wing, I guess. Potentially might see Katoa back. I don't know. I mean, tell me what your thoughts are for the squad, you know? Especially when you have Mamalo up against, Sivo. I mean, another mismatch, not as bad as last week, but I mean, again, the pace factor does not work in our favor. Eels are going to be looking at that. They're going to be looking to exploit it. It's what Manly basically did on our right edge, I believe. Right edge, yeah, left. Right edge. Again, it looks like it's going to be the same thing again. I want to know why the halves. Yeah, I just want to know why. I guess the coach is stuck with the same sort of squad. You may feel happy about it. That's cool. Tell me why. I personally am not. I thought that there would be massive changes, especially after what Brown has said. But it seems like he was just saying it for the sake of saying it. I don't really get what the go is here. Again, great to see Ben Masila back. Awesome, he's going to add more punch to what we need. But again, hey, Eels can defend that. They're not a bad defensive team. You know, they're not the worst for leaking points. I just think if you have someone like Walsh who's ready and steady and, you know, all that, ready to go, why don't you just have him there? If he's a youth, you just add him there. You know, I get that Nikorima and CHT are seen as the starters, but I mean, again, you know, CHT has just come back. is it really that bad that Walsh is reserved? Or how about we swap, just have Walsh at 7 and CHT, playing, just, I don't know. Or Walsh at half, 5'8", just something. I'm just saying that my sort of where I'm coming from is the pairings of the halves, and I'm just afraid that Brown is going to do something like he did last week, and that he will tinker around when it's too little too late, or when it's the time when Eels are exploding. That's all I'm going to say there. Look, like I said before, I expect Aitken to be back. Probably Katoa, maybe. Don't know. Curran, again, great defensive player. Overall, look, it's an okay squad. Like I said, I'm deflated, but it's okay. It could be worse. I'm just interested to see how Walsh will play in this time compared to when Nathan Brown was reflecting on the loss on Sunday, just gone. But as for the Eels, well, they've got a whole heap of outs, right? Not a whole heap, but there's a few players who are not playing. And one of them is Dylan Brown and Nikorima, as well as Widemu Grieg. And those three players are out there. Again, understanding that Brown is a massive out for them. He's been such a good informed player for him, a good 5'8". And Nikorima being a good centre who I believe has played a very great role for the Parramatta Eels in that position. Bear in mind, guys, as well, we're going to be facing an old face, and his name is Papali'i. And I'm sure he's going to be ready to run at us and try and steamroll us. So again, seems like this has been one of those games where it's just the recipe for, I guess almost a Warriors loss. Dare I say it? But in saying that, that's not to say that I believe we'll lose. It just seems like it is, especially with Papali'i playing. You'll think he's been playing well, very well. Do you reckon he would, absolutely dominate us this time around? Hopefully not, but we'll see what happens. The Eels have an addition of Nathan Brown, who resigned today. Congrats. Ray Stone, Jacob Arthur, and Waka Blake. Again, there's more to that list, but these are the players that have been placed in the first 17. Waka Blake's going to add, again, just that dynamic sort of running. It'll be a real test for whoever's defending him. I believe it's Barry that's defending him. Then you've got Jacob Arthur, who'll be making his debut, I believe. A young player. This would be the perfect time to have Walsh against him, but again, I won't go there. Then we have Nathan Brown and Ray Stone. Look, the Eels from their 17 look strong, potent, and dangerous. My fears are obviously Mitchell Moses. Then you've got Reid Mahoney, who I thought was out, but is apparently playing. We'll see what happens. And then you've got the wingers. You've got King Gutho out the back. Again, just a very formidable Eels team who look very ready to pounce on this Warriors team. Look, with Ewan Aitken back, defensively, we're going to need him. I think he'll add more to our defense and hopefully our attack. We'll see what happens. As for the Warriors team, the way I see him gelling, the way I see us gelling against the Eels, look, it's going to probably be one of those games where we're going to be just repeating like last week against Manly. A lot of that forward stuff, probably pass our edges, second rows, and see what we can do there. I'm just afraid, again, of the pace game. Eels are very, very quick back line. Especially with King Gutho lurking around. He's not as he's not Aitken to Tom Trbojevic, but he's got other skill assets as well, like that whole never give up. He's a great defender too, very good at defense. Look, I'm trying to be very optimistic here, and I guess I will be, purely because, hey, anything can happen, so I'm going to put on that hat. That's not to say I'm really confident. I reckon the Warriors can give them a good go. We have the tools to do it. We have the players to do it. It's just a matter of us actually gelling. And again, I'm just interested to see where and how Nathan Brown stacks the squad. What's he going to do, especially last minute? I'm sure Ewan Aitken's going to come back. I reckon, hopefully, fingers crossed, Adam from North Blake comes back the week after. But yeah, look, it's looking like a very tough ask for us, especially a game against the Eels. We've had the wood over us for a few times, actually. It's going to be a game where our halves are definitely going to have to stand up, especially with the rookie experience of Jacob Arthur. It's going to be a game where RTS is going to have to run the way he does again. But I just know that Eels are going to be using their wings to absolutely try and get through our defense. Again, defense. It's been a real key talking point. We just need to defend. I think our attack, thankfully, has sort of restructured itself. It's coming back in, especially with the addition of CHT. I don't mind CHT personally. I like him. He brings a great added, obvious attack as well as defense. Again, my point of this is just Reece Walsh and where he should be. I know a lot of you lot are very pro Walsh, and I am too. But at the same time, I can also see, as much as I want to see him play and be featured, I can see the reason as to why it's the CHT Nikorima pairing. However, again, like I said, if the coach is going to say that he stuffed up and he admitted to in fault, well then why is Walsh out in the reserves again instead of being in the, playing in the 13, instead of being, the half pairing? Why is he out in reserve in the bench? So I'm assuming he's going to be changing last minute. Who knows? Again, look, we have the forwards. We got everyone there. It's going to be the Evans versus Papali'i game, right? There's not too much to say about this game in terms of what we can do, apart from what I've said. Look, this is a very dangerous Eels team, right? And the Roosters have been playing better than us, and they still sort of, put them to the sword. So I am not sure how we'll go. Only by optimism do I dare say we win. But yeah, I don't know. I don't really know how to feel about this one. Look, you guys tell me your thoughts and your feelings towards this one here. Yeah, I'm not too sure personally. Anyway, thanks guys for watching. I appreciate it. Hope you guys take it easy. And and just remember, if Nikorima ever has a 3-on-1 overlap and he decides to pass the ball, what are you going to tell him? Hold the ball. Take it easy, guys, and I'll see you guys next time.